Volcano is the fourth studio album from the Brit Award nominated group Jungle, and I think it very much deserved that nomination because this is a very enjoyable record. I've always liked Jungle. I always think they've made very funky, very danceable music with elements of electronic music and soul, funk, other genres as well. They've put various artists onto their stuff from various fields of music. And on this record, they do that quite well. And I feel like this is the record that has put Jungle at the pinnacle of the mainstream. Like their first record, of course, Busy Earning, tracks like that were huge and they got the recognition they deserved. But this record, I feel like they have pushed through to the mainstream. And of course, that track that did that was back on 74. And I'm glad it did. It's a fun, vibey, danceable track. I really love the guitar in it. I feel like that's the backbone of the track that like pulls it through. And then it all comes together on the chorus. That back in 74. Like Jungle really have a talent for sampling vocals and putting it into their tracks and mixing it in. And it just brings it all together. And I'm really glad Back on 74 is a song that charted last year, and it shows TikTok does have a place in society, even if I don't personally use it myself. And there's a lot of highlights on here. Holding On, this thumping dance floor jam that wouldn't sound out of place in a very low-key, chilled house kind of vibe rave. I think that's really good. I like the vibe of that. Candle Flame with Eric the Architect. I've already heard this track before, but I still think it's really good. I love how sensational the sampled vocals sound here, and they really fit in nicely with this soulful, funky beat. Eric does his thing as well, a cool little verse. I've Been in Love, lovely beat, really, really fits Channel Trey and Channel Trey's vibe. Sampled chorus is catchy, does the job. Don't Play, featuring Mood Talk. It's very disco influenced. It's like a bit more chilled, but it's still danceable. It's still funky. It's really good. Problems, which was another single I didn't realise because I think this came out like 2022. It was a double single, and I don't think the A-side got put on the album, which is interesting. That doesn't usually happen. But the wind instruments here, ooh, they really give this something a bit different, a bit of a different flavour. Most of this record, you've been getting a bit of honeycomb, a bit of strawberry here. You're getting a bit of rum and raisin. And yeah, it's pleasant on the ears, man. And the last highlight here, I think the album closer, Pretty Little Thing with Baz. It's got this very jazz rap vibe, and Baz he sounds really good. I need to check out more of his stuff because whenever I hear him, he sounds really good. And he had done a track with Jungle previously as well. But yeah, it's a nice closer to the record. The rest of the record here, there's some enjoyable stuff. There's some stuff which doesn't quite do it for me. Every Night is just fine. It feels like it's not doing anything too differently, anything too interesting. It's just fine. Could have been cut, in my opinion. You Ain't No Celebrity. I really like large elements of this track. The wavy electronic beat. It feels perfect for Roots Maneuver. But they barely use him here. And it's really annoying. It really just... it's like, come on. You had it. And you had him. But you didn't use him to the best of your ability. And it's just... And then Us Against the World. I'm not a fan of this track. There's bits in it I like, there's bits in it I don't, but it just doesn't feel like it does anything too good coherently for long enough, and this track just feels a bit all over the place. But as I said, like, that's 3 tracks here that I have issues with on a 14-track album. Like, that's good. So yeah, Volcano. Really enjoyable record. Really love the vibe of this. Really happy that Jungle got that Brit Award nomination, as I've said already. But yeah, go listen to it, man. Because like me, you might have heard the singles, but not the full record. But give the album a go. It's a real fun experience. If there's one other thing you should do, go check out the music videos, because the choreography and the videography of those is really great, and it makes you realise that the music video still has a very important part to play in music when done right and when done with a little bit of effort. But yeah, go check this record out and the music videos. Great stuff.